Good morning and welcome to episode 3. So as you can tell, I am in the midst of getting ready. I need to prep my skin. I'm going to do my makeup. I talk to you guys a little bit because we have some updates. So let's start on my skin prep. I'm going to go in with my Road Glazing Milk. So I have got a job. I know what you're thinking, 2 episodes, what the hell? Not the job that we're all thinking of. It is a part-time role, Christmas temp, at a retail shop near me. And I have just decided to get a part-time little job over the Christmas period to get myself some money, which obviously we always need money living in a huge city, but also just to give me A, something to do, B, something to sort of fill in my CV so it's not a huge gap, and C, I went for part-time because this is just the Botanics face roller, by the way. I wanted to still have time to apply for jobs. So it's not exactly the job that I wanted, but it is a job nonetheless, and it is what I'm getting ready for right now. I'm still going to continue the series because I'm looking obviously for more of a corporate in the industry role rather than something in retail, which is obviously quite difficult to find at the minute. Still, we are on the hunt, but a lot of grad roles have been opening up. A lot more jobs have been coming onto the market for January start, which would be perfect for me. So that is sort of my little update on that half. I'm just going to go in with my Neutrogena Hydro Boost water gel today, and I'm gonna mix in the e.l.f. bronzing drops. I've been using these for a while now, and I have to say I do quite like them, and I think my skin's been alright. I don't think I've had any reaction to the sunflower oil in them, which I know can react to people with acne prone skin, and I have to say usually my skin is pretty acne prone, but I haven't had a reaction. Obviously I'm gonna continue using this for a fair bit longer to sort of give it a full assessment rather than just like a few weeks. But yeah, so far so good. Sun cream of course is going on next. It is like raining in England, but I always wear my SPF. It's just something that I think you need to get in the habit of. So even when it's grey and rainy, I still apply it. It's also, it works really well with my makeup, like as a layer of hydration. So there's that. So I am still on the hunt for a full-time position, and I have been still applying for jobs even though I have a part-time role. But that is why it's been a little bit delayed this episode, because I was starting a new job, I was doing trial shifts, I was doing a lot with that job, and I also had a lot going on, like personal things. So I kind of stepped back a little bit from the job hunt, but now we're in full force, we are back at it again, and I wanted to just sort of give you guys a little bit of an update on that. I'm just going to go in with my NYX Control Freak Brow. So yes, there is lots of good things happening. I feel like when you've got a job, you're more likely to get a job. I feel like that is just the saying that everyone says. So I'm praying that that will ring true for me. So hopefully that will ring true for me and I will find something to start in January. I really want to enter like I guess you can call it the corporate world, but I want it to be more like creative corporate than like 9 to 5 finance role, for example. So hopefully I will get my big girl 9 to 5 job soon, and it's something especially for Christmas. I have now got my own money to sort of spend on birthday presents, which my sister and my mum have birthdays in November and December, and obviously Christmas presents. So that is also great. But yeah, I obviously say it's a Christmas temp role. They did say that I have got the ability to like stay on if I want to, which is nice, because if I end up not getting anything, I can hopefully stay on there and have something while I'm still trying to search for a job. So that's always good. But it's been a little bit hectic the past month. I had a lot going on, and also it's starting to get a little bit darker and a little bit more rainy, and the weather's just not the vibe. So I feel like October always feels like quite a long month, if you know what I mean. I'm just using my hourglass bronzer to go on my eyes. I'm starting with my eyes today, which I never normally do, but I really want all my skin prep to set, and it's not setting all that well, so I just want to leave it a tiny bit longer. So I've decided to just go into the eyes. So that is sort of my biggest update. I have been applying for a few roles here and there, which I will chat to you guys more about when I sort of sit down and go through it a bit more with you, which I will sort of do after this. Not right now because I'm on my way to work, but I will do. I think tomorrow is going to be my day of sit down and continue the episode. I am just going to do a quick wing. It's something that I want to do today. For some reason, I never do eyeliner, but I'm going to do this off camera. I've added the tiniest little wing. I don't know if you can see it. It's really small, and I do need to smudge it out a bit, but I'm going to do that later. And I'm going to go in with some concealer. I'm going in with my NARS pot concealer, and I'm just going to cover some of these spots. But yes, so as I was saying, it's not quite the job that I was aiming for with this series, but it's a job, and it's the reason I've been a little bit MIA. So that is the update there. However, I am not giving up on applying for jobs in the field I want to go into. I also have been talking to some people at like hockey and just in general, and they've sort of given me some ideas of like other roles and places to apply for. So I am branching out a little bit more, which I think is always good. I think the more versatile, I guess you could say, you are with the job hunt as a graduate, the easier maybe it is to find one. I don't know if that's like 100% true, but I feel like it definitely does help because you're just in a wider pool of like what you can get, if that makes any sense. So that is what I've been doing. I'm just going in with the Huda Easy Blur, and mine's in 150 creme brulee. And I'm just going in with my Rare Beauty brush, which I haven't picked up in a while, to be honest, but I do still love this brush. I took it home with me when I went home, and I guess you could say it fell in love with using it again because I've been using it ever since. But yeah, I'm just applying the tiniest amount, and then I'm gonna blend that in. I don't want too much because I'm trying to go for a slightly lighter coverage base today, although I always say that and end up applying a lot more than I originally wanted to. Not wanted to, I think that's the wrong word, but planned to. I'm still looking into like marketing, merchandising, buying and everything like that, but I am also looking into things like project management and roles where I get to sort of go into different departments and fully see like different parts of the business, because as fun as marketing, PR, events are, and I would really like to go into these industries, it would be nice to also get sort of a wider perspective of different jobs in the company and sort of see everything that you can do, and then if you want to specialize, go into that specialized field, if you know what I mean. And I was talking to a couple ladies who are in project management, and they were saying that you can kind of do that with project management, which I thought was really cool. Yeah, I thought that was really interesting. God, that's loads. And it's given me sort of something else to look into. It's also, they said that they're kind of like looking for people at the minute to be assistants to project managers, so I might find that it's like a little bit easier to enter the market that way, if that makes sense. So yeah, that is something that they gave me to think about, which was really nice of them. And it's nice to sort of get different people's perspectives from like different industries as well, because as much as I really do want to work in the fashion and beauty industry, or even like skincare or any of that, it is also nice to hear like about different industries and how they're like, you know, even though you want to go into this industry, you can work, say, in the brewing industry or commercial finance if I wanted to, which is not an industry that I will be going into, but and sort of learn and transfer over, which I kind of already knew, and I think I touched on that a little bit in the last episode, but it's kind of good to be like reassured. They're like, oh, we have someone who actually went to LVMH from us, and we had someone who, I think one was like Huda Beauty, which first of all, really cool, love Huda Beauty, would love to work for them, but it's kind of nice to hear that people have actually done it, if you know what I mean. It's just kind of showing me that it can be done, like even though obviously they're saying it can be done, it's nice to like kind of, I guess you could say, see it be done, if you know what I mean. It just gives you a little bit more confidence in going into different industries. I think you get what I'm trying to say. So that was really interesting, and it was nice to sort of hear from people that it's also like the market is just difficult in the minute, and don't feel like too discouraged, and that they're like, you're still young, like if you work in retail for a year or two, it's really not the end of the world. They're like, you will get something and you will get there, it's fine. And obviously I think like you kind of know that, but you can kind of lose sight of that a little bit, and then you get to like having not had a job in like corporate, like say 6 months out of uni or a year out of uni, and you're like, I'm never gonna do it. But they're like, no, don't think like that, like that's not true. So it's nice to kind of, I guess, have a bit of reassurance is the word. I'm just gonna go with my sponge and blend that a little bit. But yeah, so that's another sort of avenue I'm looking at. This is just the Road Blush, but yeah, I think it's pretty. This is Sleepy Girl, by the way. It's my roommate. She got Sleepy Girl and I got Toasted Teddy, and I said I'm gonna use this one, see if I like it. So today we are using it and seeing, and I do really like it, I have to say, already, and I've just like applied it. But yeah, it's nice to kind of hear from people that you're doing okay, I guess, and like not to worry, because I think you do worry a lot when you're a graduate. You're just kind of like, I just need a job, please someone hire me. And if only it was so easy to just get a job. And it's also, I'm finding it more challenging to find jobs. Like, I think LinkedIn, as good as it is and everyone says that you should use it, it does narrow down the jobs a little bit, because it's giving you ones that they think you would like, and it's also, there's a lot of promotion on it. So I think that can get a little bit saturated. And so I do think reaching out through company websites and just Googling like jobs might be a better way, because everyone is on LinkedIn. Obviously everyone always says like use LinkedIn, LinkedIn is the best, but sometimes you're not seeing, it could just be me, but I'm not seeing the jobs on LinkedIn at the minute. So I'm like, well, there's like no jobs, which is not true. There are jobs, it's just haven't quite got the access to them. And a few of my friends are starting getting jobs as well, which is great, especially because some of them needed them because they're on visas, so they really needed a job, and they've got one, which is amazing. So happy for them. But I am just gonna keep applying and keep going, and eventually I know something will turn up. I'm getting actually a lot more responses now as well from jobs I applied for like a while ago. They are no's, but at least they are responding. now. It's like, it was a really long time ago and I'm pretty sure the position's been closed for like a month, but at least I got like a response instead of nothing. And I'm going to go in with my Hourglass bronzer. So there does seem to be a little bit of movement in the market, which is good. Things have started opening up a bit more. Graduate roles have started popping up. This is the Wet n Wild Mellow Wine. It's Mellow Wine. It's a really nice shade. I'm just going to apply that over the top. But yeah, so that is the plan. As you can see, I'm still doing my makeup. I think I've taken a hot minute doing my makeup, but it's nice to just do your makeup and chat. I have work today and then on Monday, I think, so I haven't got too many shifts, which is nice because tomorrow and the next day I'm going to be applying for jobs. I do have some plans tomorrow as well, which I might bring you guys along with, and then the next day I'm literally doing nothing, so it will be just a full day of applying for jobs and getting it all together. I'm going in with my Charlotte Tilbury. Also, these I just got from Superdrug, and obviously they're so good. They're the Studio London by Superdrug brand. Really like these. And really pretty cheap. I think they're like £4 or something like that, and you get 2 or 3 in a pack. Movement is movement, and it might be linear. I am working in retail again, which is something that I was for a minute there going to try and avoid, to get like a different aspect of like experience on my CV, but it's easier to get hired in something that you are experienced in. So when I saw the Christmas temp job come up, I was like, you know what, just go for it, and I got it. And now I've got a little bit of money and a bit more experience under my belt. To go in with my MAC Soft and Gentle and apply that to my nose, Cupid's bow, and inner corner. Okay, so the lighting's a little bit different because I've had to use a different light, and I think this one's going to go off in a minute, but I am going to go in. Okay, we're going to make it work, but I'm going in with the Essence Curl Fixing Lash Base, and honestly this is so incredible. My roommate actually has this from home and she got it, and I was like, oh, I really wanted to try that. I might get your sister, because her sister's coming to visit, to bring one, and she was like, go, I have it, use it, see if you love it, and Lila will bring one. So that's what I've been doing, and I have to say I'm loving it. My eyelashes are so curled with this, and then I apply a tiny bit of mascara over the top. Game changing. Then for my lips, I'm going in with Cold Brew from NYX, and I'm just gonna apply this. And then to top that off, I'm going in with my new Rhode Peptide Lip Tint in Espresso. I absolutely love this shade, it's so nice. At first I tried it on my hand and I was like, no, I hate that. I don't know why everyone likes it, but then I applied it to the lips and I was like, you know what, it actually looks really good on the lips. And then of course I'm going to go in with some Airbrush Flawless Setting Spray from Charlotte Tilbury. That is my finished makeup. I am going to touch on my eyes a little bit off camera, and then I'm just going to get ready for work. But that was sort of my update for the moment. I've got a part-time job, but I'm still on the job hunt, and we are getting back into the series. So yeah, let's continue with episode 3 of the job hunt. Okay, so I've propped everything up in bed this morning. I'm just gonna sit here with my coffee. I'm gonna light my candle. It's quite foggy outside, as you can probably see, but I thought I'd do a bit of work from home. So these are some of the ones that I've applied for recently, but I haven't been putting them in my Excel sheet, if I'm honest. I haven't been putting them in the sheet because I didn't have time, but I have applied to quite a few, as you can see, and the one I'm really down about is this one. I haven't heard back from the Lisa Eldridge marketing intern. I really wanted that internship because I love Lisa Eldridge, I love beauty, and I love her line, but I haven't heard anything back and they are no longer accepting applications. So I'm guessing I don't have
the job, but that's fine. And then I applied to this one, which I have got some emails from a few of these that I do need to go through as well. And then a few graduate roles, and then I applied for a few yesterday as well. And then I need to check my emails as well, just to see what I have. If they'll just show me the ones that, yes. So the LTK I did not get, which is fine. I need to write that in to my Excel sheet. I'm sure, yeah. So I need to put it all in to my Excel sheet, and then I will go through the rest of my emails. I've got a few assessments that I need to do, which I'll show you in a minute, and then we can go from there. Okay, so I've been through my emails and I've written everything down, and I can show you my Excel now. I've just added a few more in. I haven't added all of them in because some of them I've already got notes from, so I'm like, I'm just going to scratch them off there because it's getting kind of long. But yes, I've added all the new ones in, and then I've got an assessment that I need to do for Amazon, which I applied for their program manager intern 12 months internship. So this is the next one that I'm going to be doing. Obviously it shows you like the real details. You can withdraw if you want, and then I've got to launch my assessment. So that is what I'm going to do now. Okay, so my assessment is now done, and that is all been sent off. So now I've just got like the questionnaire. But that is what I've been doing this morning. I had another assessment that I needed to do as well, which I have done, and now I'm just sitting here. I'm gonna finish my coffee and then start planning for the day. I've got my notebook here. I need to do some planning in, so I will show you guys that before I start getting ready for the day. I have got a few more jobs that I'm going to apply for, and then I'm going to meet my mum in Stratford for a little bit to see her. I haven't seen her in a hot minute, so I'm going to go see her. I think I'm also going to talk to her about some new roles and what she thinks, and also she's got some friends that she's talked to about some roles and like things I might be able to look into, so that'll be quite nice to talk to her. And then I'm going to meet my cousin and my sister for dinner later, which would be nice. So that is sort of my day to day. But yeah, that is just the update so far. I've done a few assessments, I've applied for lots of jobs. We're still on the job hunt, even though we've got a part-time job, and hopefully we will find something soon. Shower, and now I'm just doing my makeup. I've prepped my skin with moisturizer, and I'm just gonna prime. I'm gonna go in with my Refi just in my T-zone, and then I'll blend it out. So I am getting ready to go meet my mum. I've been applying for a job this morning and doing some assessments, which is good. And then I'm going to go see her. We're gonna have a little mooch around Stratford. She's getting her hair done not far from there, so I'm just gonna be with her until she needs to go get her hair done, and then I'm gonna head over to Liverpool Street where I'm meeting my sister and my cousin. I'm gonna get some dinner because they're both working. Sort of, well, my sister doesn't work near there, but she can get there quite quickly, and my cousin works there, so it's just kind of easier to get there, sort of thing. And then I'm just gonna go into my eyes first because I can, and I'm just gonna dust my Hourglass bronzer over my eyes as a base. I'm in a little bit of a rush, so I might time lapse some of my makeup, but just want to sort of give you a quick overview. I'm gonna do my makeup and then head out. This isn't my full outfit. I have got a little top that I'm gonna put over, but I will show you that before I leave.
This is like a really old Revolution palette, but I'm going to be using the shade here. I'm just going to be creating a little wing with a really small angled brush from, where's this from? Real Techniques. I'm just going to draw a tiny line to connect both my waterlines on both eyes and then smudge that out. So that's that. I've gone in with a little bit of liquid liner and then I'm going to blend it out a bit more when I go back in with the product a little bit later. I'm going in with my Easy Blur from Huda and I'm just going to apply that to my skin. Rosewood Night. Just gave me my mum. How's the next day? Coming up with day.
Hi. Yeah, for Rhiannon. To Pizza Pilgrim, which is waiting in the queue, and I've just run to the toilet. But look at this mirror. The bathrooms are so cool. My makeup has come off a little bit, but it's still looking pretty good. So yeah, I'm just gonna reapply some lip product and then we're gonna wait for the table. I'm just showing you my newer CV that I've been working on. I redid my CV completely and redid the layout, and this is sort of just an overview of how I've done that. I've got sort of my skills and education on one side and my interests. I've got a little bit of a personal statement across the top with my contact details, and then I've got my work experience and sort of my achievements. But as you can see now, I'm literally just going onto LinkedIn and I'm going through all the jobs that have come up or jobs I've already saved and sort of figuring out which ones I've already applied for. And then I'm also going through and saving a bunch more to add to the My Jobs tab, where you can save them and go back and apply for them later. I like to do this just because it gives me time to sort of go through, have a look. If If I like the look of them, I save them, and then I can go back and further examine a little bit later. So that's what I'm doing here, just going through. As you can see, I'm using my Apple Pencil. I love my iPad and Apple Pencil. It's the best thing ever. But yes, a bunch of jobs have just come up, so I was looking through all of them, and then some of them I've already saved. And then I also have little bits that are like the recommended for you, and I just like to scroll through them. Sometimes I look at the recommendations and I laugh because they're like perfect job for you and it's Mandarin speaking and I can just about speak English. But I do like to go have a look at them because sometimes they do have some really good ones in there. So that's sort of what I'm doing at the minute. And then I found a job that I really like the look of, so I went through onto the link and started applying for that. And you can see I am editing my CV. I use Canva to create my CV. I just find it easier to edit. Everything's in one place and I think it looks a lot better. And I'm also using ChatGPT here to help me sort of tailor and cater my CV to the job description. I actually find it's a really helpful tool and I'd highly recommend it, especially if you are neurodivergent and you do struggle picking up on little errors and stuff. ChatGPT really helps, or at least it really helps me. I hope you enjoyed episode 3 of the job hunting series, and I'll see you in the next one.